So there's this super popular genre of games called a fighting game. Been around forever, before I was born, which I'm sure depressed a couple of you. And then there's me, super famous YouTuber Rats and Rats, who currently needs 700 subscribers to get paid. That's a cool, and it's a genre I've always been very interested in. I've never played it, which is a weird dichotomy to have, being interested in the game and not playing it, but I've always looked at fighting games and went, this looks way too hard to learn. So we're gonna put that to the test. I picked up Guilty Gear Strive today, we're gonna see how far I can get in 1 week. I can back out right now. Here we are. A copy of Guilty Gear Strive and my Chinese Xbox controller I've owned for 5 years. I can't tell if I'm looking forward or dreading the next week of my fucking life. So the first hour of recording got corrupted, so I'm just gonna do an MS Paint recreation of what happened. So please enjoy my masterpiece. I boot up the game, and none other than standing there is this guy, and he's like, hey, do you want to do a tutorial? And he has a sword, he has a sword, and he beats my... It turns out giving an autistic person MS Paint isn't a good idea, so I'm just going to tell you what happened on day 1. So I logged in day 1, eyes full of sparkles, and then realized immediately that I needed to pick a character. Not the easiest things to do, so I just tried a couple of them, and then I met May. She seems pretty easy. She has a 5 out of 5 on ease of use. She throws funny animals at people, and she's a big anchor, so that I'm gonna play May. After picking my main, I went online, lost twice and won 5 times, and leveled up from floor 2 to floor 3, which I'm relatively happy with, considering I was making progress while still learning the very basics of the game, like not accidentally jumping. If you didn't believe I was new to fighting games, that's So after leveling up to floor 3, I realized my recording wasn't working and I took a break, which is arguably one of the best things I did in this challenge, because I came back and everything felt way better to play. I felt like I was playing way better, I was climbing more, I was winning more games, and it's when something kind of clicked about fighting games to me. I have a weird theory, which I think people agree with, where you don't actually get better at fighting games until you put down the controller. Like, just as an example, before I took a break, I couldn't do the dolphin input, but now I can, you know. Get whaled, bro. Get fucking whaled. I think May's carrying me, like, unironically, because she has so much health that it just becomes very easy for me, if I'm even with an opponent, to win. But we're not the man who has practiced 1,000 moves, but the man who presses Y over and over. Floor 6, yippee! That was not, that felt far too easy. And it's gonna get harder. Which I'm not looking forward to, but... Do you know when you say something and it ends up being true? Well, it was hard. In fact, it was miserable. This day consisted of me losing over and over and over again. And honestly, if I wasn't recording a YouTube video, this would be locked in the closet, never to be seen again. But luckily for me, I am recording a YouTube video, and people love to watch me suffer. I'd love to give you my notes for today and what I learned, but honestly, in the moment, I didn't learn jack shit. So looking back at the footage now, I jump a lot, like a lot. I don't know how I jump this much, and don't know how my brain decided, yes, this is a good idea. I don't think this changes. This is a habit of mine. It's stuck in my little brain. Strange side tangent over. I demoted from floor 6 to floor 5, and after that I took a little break. And by a break, I mean I didn't play for the rest of the day. I love Guilty Gear Strive. Put the thumbs up emoji. But the one that looks funny. I'm such a good YouTuber. Okay, so last night was really fucking bad. I don't see this day going better, but I think I'm in a lot better mindset where I can just kind of block it out and grind until I get back up to floor 6, then we can see what we can do about the situation. So day 3 was the day I first encountered Potemkin, which you can probably see didn't do too well. And I'll be honest with you, I'm recording this line on day 5, still no idea how to beat this man. He is the bane of my existence. But it's fine, it's all good. I'm I'm not salty. But his moves cover like half the screen, and I know it's not. I know it's not his fault. I know I should just get better at spacing. But by God, I'd also like to introduce you to another one of my pet peeves: rushdown characters. No idea how to deal with them. I really struggle, and it's ironic because I'm pretty sure May's also a rushdown. Is she? I don't. Wait, she's in the same category as Potemkin? But, huh? Well, why do I struggle with rushdown characters so much? There's just a lot for a new player. You don't know what's an overhead, you don't know what's a low block or for visuals alone, you need to play more of the video game, and at this point in time, I put in very impressive and manly 4 hours into Guilty Gear Strive, which unsurprisingly makes stuff like this happen. Don't laugh at me, I was a little baby boy. I know that you just press the X button now, okay? Okay, so what does this day consist of? It mainly consisted of me just grinding. There's not much to talk about. I didn't actually put into much effort on what to learn. I just wanted to get that back up to floor 6. And then the next day, we're gonna dive into some more spicy stuff, like losing. So day 4 was when I really wanted to understand how to play May. I looked up some guides. I didn't take in much of it because a lot of the words they were saying just didn't mean anything to me. But I did understand a couple of things like the importance of neutral in May's gameplay to set up for combos. Unfortunately, I don't know them. And also the importance of dolphin move. You don't know what to do, press the dolphin move. He goes, and half the time, you get a counter hit as well. It's stupidly busted. It's -3 on block, which means it's only like, I think 1 character, maybe 2, that can counter hit the dolphin on block. So you may as well just fucking spam it. I don't know.
Let's look at the funk. Could you stop playing with that radio of yours? I'm trying to get to sleep. Could you stop playing with that radio of yours? I'm trying to get to sleep. Could you stop? Could you stop? I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to.
Day 5. I decided I needed to learn a May combo because more damage equals better person, and I probably needed one to get to floor 8, which is my goal for the end of the week. And I put it off for so long because I thought it would be miserable. But weirdly enough, it was really fun. I discovered how powerful Roman cancels were and how easy it is to do combos and wall breaks. And by God, does May do a lot of damage. Like, you hit one combo and half the health is gone. Unfortunately, it's hard. But didn't you just say it was really easy? Yeah. When the character is standing still in a dojo in a training mode, surprisingly it's very easy to hit your inputs. But when they're moving around, it's not the same thing, which I knew coming into it, but it was still depressing. Well, what actually happened this day, I just kind of played a video game. I wanted to get to floor 8, didn't get to floor 8, but didn't D-rank. I think I went up in MMR point, whatever. I think I won more than I lost, which is good. And I was really just kind of focusing on hitting combos in an actual stressful environment, which I don't think I managed to do. I've yet to hit a single wall break, ever. Which is fine. I'm not embarrassed. There's not much else to say. I didn't actually play for long. I think I played like an hour and a half, and most of that was procrastination. Which brings up another one of my points about fighting games. It's really difficult to play for more than an hour or 2 hours at a time, because it's actually exhausting. Like, this is the only game where I've had to change my clothing after I play it, because it's not wearable anymore. That's fucking gross. So it turns out your boy, Rats and Rats, one and only big businessman, got a bit distracted, and I didn't play the game, like at all. And why is this? Welcome to my presentation, ladies, gentlemen, and fucking rats. And today I've come to talk to you about why fighting games make me want to commit self-defamation. You see, I've recently been enlightened to a fact that I don't like losing. That's that. Losing's fine. I don't like being bad. And here's the problem with fighting games, is you're always going to be bad. It just feels like there's always going to be something to learn, you're never going to reach the top, and for some people that's great, that sounds awesome, infinite content. But for me, I kind of like playing other games. And I know you can play casually, and I'll probably play with my friends on Guilty Gear Strive. But this shit has made me hit the lowest of the lows, and I have 543 hours in Dota 2. Wait, it's 573, never mind. But I've got a goddamn job to do, and this has nothing to do with the fact that I have no video ideas. So you know what? It's one more day. I can do it, I'm on floor 7. I could get to floor 8, I could say I got decent at Guilty Gear Strive, and then I can play it like 5 hours every month.